different than them that have these opportunities, it makes it appear as if they aren't awesome anymore. So, you know, that's kind of like going back to the whole average story. Like, it's not that I was no longer awesome. It was just that I was no longer like the one. Like, I could still be great, do great things, and that's fine. It's okay just to be great amongst many. But they see the fact that they're falling from their greatness as the fact that something is being taken away from them.
Yeah.
So that's the part that I understand. I understand how they can be in that mentality. I do not understand how they can continue in that mentality and somebody not say something to help them grow from it. That's the part that I don't understand.
But
the fact that they've been able to continue in this mentality for so long.
Maybe no one's understood it the way you've understood it and put it in perspective, because you're right. Like, it's human nature to be like, yeah, I'm not awesome anymore. Like, what the hell? You're a threat.
You can't tell me that I'm the only person that sees this. I think the main issue, things for me, they always come back to education.
Okay.
So I think another part of it, like, yes, the leaders of the white nationalist movement, they're all upper middle class, they're fine. But it's kind of like this whole Trump thing that's happened where it's like, yes, I'm rich, I'm awesome, but I'm preaching to these like poor lower class people that feel like something has been taken away from them that they haven't been able to achieve. But it's just the idea that they're in a system where they've been taught that they're supposed to be dominant as white males, but their education system has let them down. They don't have jobs. They can't support their families. The jobs that were there for their fathers, they're no longer there. Those blue-collar jobs, they're all gone. And the fact that they weren't able to get an education in this system, in this American system where, you know, it's not a right that's written down in the Constitution, but still it's a right that we all perceive that we have. We have a right to a reasonable education. And the fact that they weren't able to get that education and migrate as the jobs turn from blue to white collar, they've been let down by the system. They've been let down by the system. So now they feel like something has been taken away from them because those jobs aren't there. It's not the fact that those jobs have been taken, it's the fact that the jobs have changed.
And they're not educated
to jobs have changed and they have not been educated to fill them.
And even if you are educated, you still need 2 or 3 years experience. I don't know.
Part of it.
I get that. I get it. But that doesn't justify the violence, and it doesn't justify the killing.
It doesn't. Nothing. I don't say anything justifies it. I haven't not said anything about them being justified for their actions. I'm just saying that I can understand all of their actions come out of fear. And what I'm saying is I understand where their fear is coming from.
But they're literally letting fear
that's all I'm
define them and their lives and make them monsters.
The best way to fix that,
education.
I won't even say education. I'll just say conversations. You got to talk with people that are different than you. See other perspectives.
But you have to be open-minded though for that. You have to be open-minded and humble.
There's some people that are likely far gone. But you don't have to talk to everybody.
Yeah.
And you don't need to talk in a group per se. You just need to sit down and have a conversation just like this. Like, just sit down, talk to people. Like, don't talk over anybody. Just understand where, like, everybody, like, other people are coming from. The thing that I find interesting, and I actually think there was an SNL skit that gave some light to it. It was, Black Jeopardy, I think was the name of the sketch. It was actually pretty funny. But the idea of the sketch was that all of the questions were supposed to be questions that, like, black people would be able to answer because they, like, connected with whatever the categories were of the questions. So they had, like, a black lady, a black man, and then, like, some redneck that was played by, I can see his face. Forrest Gump.
Oh, Hanks.
Hey, Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks.
Shit was funny. But the point of the sketch, or the point that I got out of the sketch, was that, hey, black people and rednecks, they got a lot in common. They care about a lot of the same things, like not having jobs, being able to put food on the table. Like, if you can connect over, like, stuff like that, like basic needs,
human needs.
Everybody has a basic need. So if you can understand and connect on those basic needs, that is a great, like, platform just be able to jump off and talk about a lot of other things. Like, put all the rest of this bullshit behind you, like, for a minute, and just say, hey, we all gotta eat, we all gotta drink, I gotta have some clothes. What's keeping you from those needs? XYZ. Oh, XYZ, we have these things in common. Okay, how can we fix them? And that's how you move forward. That's how you get through these problems.
People don't talk. People don't work together. There's no fucking unity.
You can blame social media for that. And I watched another video very recently that explained all that. I've been doing a lot of great research lately.
Yeah.
But
thanks for sharing.
Sorry,
bro.
I don't share things sometimes. I need to do better.
You need to do better.
But the thing is that it was like, this guy, he was funny as shit. But he like went undercover as like some what is that? Like, what are you recording me?
No. Deep talks with Lauryn, guys.
Please don't post this.
No,
thank you.
I won't. But this is important stuff that I need to think back on later when I'm actually a little bit more sober.
But he went undercover as a white supremacist.
Oh,
he's
shit.
a big black dude.
Oh shit.
Like, because he realized that his news feed, like his social media news feeds, were just feeding him more stuff that he wanted to see. So he created several different profiles and like just started looking up white nationalist bullshit and started talking to people about it. And then I'll have to find the link and send it to you. I forget where I was going with this. Oh, but one of the ideas that he talked about was the fact that we had this big internet boom, all the social media stuff that was supposed to tie us all together.
It fucking
but really,
diversified us.
It's ripped us apart because we don't talk to each other anymore. We don't do anything in real life. So it was a TED Talk, and TED Talks, a lot of them have these funny, great stories involved with them. But in the end, they always talk about this thing that somebody did, where
what is
out
TED
of the
Talk?
story they took some what?
What is TED Talk? I keep hearing this.
Oh my God, you've never?
What the fuck is a TED Talk?
Just Google TED Talk.
But I keep hearing so John Michael got TED Talks from Brittany about seizures. What is a TED Talk?
I don't remember what TED stands for.
I know 3 big red letters literally saying TED.
Yeah.
But that's all I remember.
I think it's an acronym for something, and I don't remember what it is.
Teaching, education, development?
I don't know.
Whoa, if I actually got that right, that'd be cool.
But essentially, they have a wide breadth of topics.
Okay.
But in terms of the TED Talks themselves, they essentially just, get people to talk about a subject. It can be, so they're probably TED Talks on just about anything.
Yeah.
I've watched TED Talks on solar panels, depression, feeding the hungry, LGBT rights. Like, literally, there's a TED Talk out there for anything. But it's literally just a person that has something to say on a subject, and they kind of get in front of a room and talk about it. Like, a lot of people will see it as it's a pretty liberal forum.
So what is your TED Talk that you were listening to the other day?
This one was from the big black guy that went undercover as a white. So this was his TED Talk. Yeah, this was his TED Talk. Okay. But in the end, what he ultimately ended up doing, like after this great story about all this funny shit that he did with the white nationalists and blah, 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 he ended up all these connections, I guess, that he made on his fake profile. He ended up posting things on this profile of just communities, like black communities getting together and like talking about things, and actually inviting these white supremacists to their meetings to like discuss with them. And like really, and it wasn't, and the thing is that wasn't the only topic where they were doing this. They were doing it to stop gang violence, to help settle other disputes that were going on in the community. It was just the fact that, instead of these people hiding behind their usernames and just barking insults at each other, they're actually getting together, sitting down in these rooms where communities already meet. Like, in the black community, the barbershop is a big thing. Churches, another big thing. Like, just bringing people into these communities, seeing another side of your community in general, and just sitting down and talking in real life instead of
there's something more about that bonds you more than you do in person. You lose that connection of like human, like, yeah, you're connected with a human, like you're engaging with them, like that's how people form relationships over the internet, but it's not the same as organically meeting somebody and like talking face to face and like bonding with them. Like you and I, the night we first met, like jamming out to Broccoli and fucking talking the deep. I mean, granted, I was fucking shit and you were shit, but like
we didn't listen to Broccoli that night.
We did.
No, we didn't.
We so
I'm pretty sure we
did.
didn't.
Oh, I promise you, we broccolied.
I'm pretty sure that we did.
I'm
pretty sure that was a different night.
Okay, maybe I was drunk and I'm getting them all mixed.
You probably are. So I'm pretty sure broccoli wasn't out.
But like, regardless.
This time last year, broccoli was not out. There was no broccoli.
I'm pretty sure there was broccoli.
Broccoli didn't come out.
I'm pretty
until
sure broccoli
October,
was already
at
cooked
least.
and out. I'm pretty sure. I'll Google.
Baked for days.
But like, there's something about connecting with a human in person under any circumstances that's way more.
It's harder to tell a lie. You have to be yourself.
But there's just
Well,
something.
you have to be more of yourself.
You have to be vulnerable immediately.
If you're online,
you have to be vulnerable immediately.
I wouldn't say that.
You do.
No, you don't.
I think you do.
That's not true.
Okay, maybe you don't. Maybe it's because I put my heart out there immediately and I'm like, hey, fuckers, here's this is.
But if you're online, you can literally be whoever you want to be. There's nobody that's going to be like,
you can fucking fake it.
Yeah.
You can put up a fucking wall and nobody's going to see it because you're fucking...
You can go to a room where nobody knows your name.
Yeah. No. That's not life. That's why we're fucked up. I mean, the world is already fucked.
Like, it's sad when people, like, sit in a room and they can't talk to each other, but they all, like, look down at their phones instead. That pisses me off.
Social media,
There's been so many times I've been sitting on the couch and it's like, hey, parents, I'm home. You guys said you missed me. And they're both sitting on their phone. And I'm just like, I'm the millennial. I'm supposed to be
like,
sitting,
what
like,
the fuck?
they do, like, where were we? We were sitting down at some meal. And they were both looking at their phones. And I'm like, y'all, hey.
I'm here.
How's it going?
Yeah.
I'm not coming home again. Okay, bye.
It was put to me this way, and I really appreciate this. And you might have already heard it, but basically, it's like a car. A car serves a purpose. A car is a good thing. A gun is a good thing. It can feed you if you use it for the right thing. It can protect you if you use it for the right thing. Yeah, they fucking are. A car, it can get you to point A from point B, but you can also fucking kill somebody, or you can speed, or you can do wrong things. The internet is a great tool.
Oh, yeah.
It has its place. Like, I live in South Carolina. I want my mother to see my life. So I'm going to post about it for her to see things and to appreciate what's going on, even though we don't talk every day because life is busy. But she can still feel connected to me and feel like she knows what's going on with me, even though I don't vocally call her on the phone. That's great. It keeps us connected. I can still call her on the fucking phone and be like, hey, Ma. But now she can see pictures. Right. She can see what I'm going through. She can experience it with me. But then you've got the people who, and I'm guilty, they literally just live through and on their phone, and they don't experience, like you said the other night, be present. Enjoy this moment. Why do you need to capture it? It's true. And, deleting my social media the last couple of days, I'm I go to grab my phone for things, and I'm remembering things more now because I'm reveling in them more in the moment instead of documenting it. So, yeah, I may not have a picture to go back to, but now I'm actually,
that memory is richer.
I actually can recall more, and I'm processing my feelings more than if I had a phone to vocalize them onto. Now I'm actually having to internally figure out fuck, what does this mean to me, or what does this person mean, or what does this life experience mean, or what is this moment.
So where am I going?
Oh, sorry, yeah. So go to Citizens Park.
Where?
Citizens Park. Head towards your house, at the set of lights at McDonald's. Make a left. That way.
The faster we go through town or around?
I don't fucking know. I don't know if it's 6 1/2 dozen.
I'm sorry, what did you just say?
6 1/2 dozen? 6 1 dozen? What's that phrase?
I don't know what you're talking about now.
Basically, if you do one thing, it might be exactly the same. There's a phrase for it. It might be the same thing as going the other way.
Yeah, I don't know what phrase you're talking about.
Maybe I'm drunk. I'm not drunk. I'm sober.
It could be a real phrase.
I think it's a real phrase. 6 1/2 dozen. You go one way, you go one way. It's 6 1/2 dozen. It's the fucking same thing. Fucking Aiken, bro. I don't fucking miss you. At all. Yeah. I don't know. I appreciate your explanation of how they feel about things, but it still is dude.
That definitely doesn't make any of it any better.
It sounds animalistic. It sounds like evolution. It sounds like animals reacting out of fear, so they're doing whatever they can. Exactly.
That's what it is.
They're doing whatever they can to survive, and it's that's not the fucking way to survive.
It's nature. And the fact that the only reason that we are here today is because humans have the ability to overcome their nature.
Yeah, but now it feels like we're not.
It
feels like we're not right now. It feels like we're reverting.
Yeah. So I think that it's possible to fix. I just think it's